Hi guys, it is me. And I'm back. I don't like this glare of the light, but hopefully I know you can see me. I'm trying to dodge the light, but as you know, that's the benefit of wearing eyes, okay? Anyway, hey, it's me, and I am here to talk to you for a few minutes. And I wanted to Oh, let's do this. Let's do it the way we do it, okay? Holy Spirit, I invite you into this atmosphere right now. Lord, I ask that I would decrease so that you may increase and a message can be delivered today, okay? In Jesus' name. I wanted to come and talk to you guys real quick, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, right? Y'all going to be like, oh, no, she did hit me with a throwback. So, listen, all I keep hearing is with a real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Please stand up. Y'all remember that song? The real Slim Shady. Please stand up. Guess what, folks? Real talk. When people show you who they are, and you probably forgiven more than you should have, that is truly who they are. Okay? And you have to take that for exactly what it is. Okay? At face value, right? And that's what I want to talk about. When people show you their true self and their true colors, and I don't care how much you see the wounded warrior, the little, hurting to hurt others because they hurt you and all that. It is what it is because some people are so damaged and so messed up in their whatever they've been through that it doesn't matter how much you see the good that's left in them, they don't find it in them for themselves. They are tainted. And sometimes you have to walk away. You have to let them go. You understand? And just because you let go don't mean you stop loving. Don't mean you stop caring. You just pray and you keep it at a distance where you're going to be okay. Because the most importantly of everything is a healthy we in 23. And I can't get to a healthy we unless there's a healthy me first, correct? So therefore that means even though we're striving for a healthy we in 23, we can't waste too much energy and time trying to repair something that don't want to be fixed. If they don't see any wrong in what they're doing and their behaviors and the fact that they don't show up when they say they're going to show up, or they keep giving you excuse after excuse after excuse while they constantly let you down, the reason they let you down is because you are forgiving and you have forgiven more than enough times. So they figure, why not roll the dice over here one more time? They'll forgive me. But when enough is enough, and when you're fed up, they say when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. No, how about when we as a people are fed up? It's still nothing you can do about it. But for me and you folks, I'm letting you know if you're striving for that positive we in 23, this is where you started. The change and shift has to take place. No matter how much you care for people, how much you love them, how much you want to see the best for them, if they don't have anything in that to give back to you and honor the relationship or the friendship that you all have, then it's time to let it go. Let it go. You heard let go, let God, let go, and let God. Do that. If you don't know how to let go for you, let go and let God. How about that? And you don't want to wrestle with him. So let go and let him. Give it to him and move on. And at the end of the day, you don't have to hate them. You don't have to want to be vindictive and get back at them. You just walk away. Silence sometimes is more powerful than anything you can say out of your mouth to a person. And 9 times out of 10, everything you shoot will be razors and they gonna feel it. But why? What's the use? It don't matter. It's no need to do all that when you can just let go. So that's where I am right now, guys. I'm telling you, if they have done it time and time again, and you have forgiven, you listen to these whatever stories they come with, you can see through them. It's like a piece of Swiss cheese when they bring it to you. Holy is I don't know what. Only it's full of holes, and it's not holy enough to get it right. How about that? Okay. So when you're looking at it, you see all the holes. You can go through, loop in and out, and you can go through everything. But why waste your time with people that's going to be combative and flip out and act out when you're calling them out because they already know you see straight through them, and you calling out every point that they bringing right now. It's no need. It's no need. Just walk away. Walk away. And excuse me, you guys. I'm working on my smoking right now, and this is my little nicotine 5%. Okay, but walk away. You don't have to sit and argue or prove anything. They already done showed you who they was time after time after time after time. And again and again. So what's the use? It's no need. You don't have to go call, yeah, you did this before. Too much energy. Too much energy. And guess what? Walk away with some, it ain't even, it's nothing. You already knew they was gonna do whatever they did. You knew they was gonna do it just like they did before. When they didn't show up for you, or they didn't honor their word, they didn't come through like they said, or whatever it was, whatever the agreement was, you already know who you were dealing with when they made the agreement. You wasn't all that excited about hearing it because you already knew it was a possibility they wouldn't come through. So that means you already used to the behavior, but you don't have to stay stagnated and stuck in the behavior. You've given opportunity and time again for this person to grow and get it right, and they have not done that. So you don't owe any more to that situation. I'm gonna keep it to you like this. There's a piece in the Bible that say when Jesus came knocking, he knocked on doors to give, to bless people. He's a healer, he's a blessing, he's a miracle maker, correct? So he came knocking, the most high, the Messiah came knocking on your door and you ain't answer. Do you think he stayed there knocking and knocking and knocking? No. He got too many other people that deserve him to go by their house and say, guess what, my child, you have been loyal and faithful, and I'm going to do this for you. And when you don't answer, he's not going to stick around and wait. He may say, it's me, my son, open the door. But if you don't open the door, he's moving on to the next one. So if he can move on to the next one, so can you. Okay? Because if you're striving to be great, then I look at him as the greatest. So therefore, move on. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to read them their rights. You ain't got to call and tell them about themselves. You don't have to send a text telling them nothing about themselves. They already know who they are. They know exactly who they are. So why give up that type of energy? To some people, that's few. And some sick minds think, oh, that means you care. It really doesn't mean that you care. It means that you felt the need to tell that person about themselves, but you probably already done that 1,000 times over. So what's the use? Save your energy and your air for words to speak life into someone who's willing to grow. That's what you do with that. You don't have to feed them. You don't have to keep talking to them and keep preaching to them or telling them how they. It's okay. It's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Move on and keep doing what you're doing. And I already know if we in this together, then that means you'll be growing, correct? Yes. And guess what? Everybody not gonna get there at the same time. And just because you walk away and you say, I'm done, I can't no more not here with you on this level, that doesn't mean you hate that person. It doesn't mean you're walking around holding grudges. It doesn't mean that you wish ill will on them. It just means that I understand that you and I grow differently. That's why it's called growth spurts, right? You're this tall, I'm that tall. Next year, I'll be taller than you, and it this spurts. So let them have their growth moment, and you just keep on praying for them and keep talking and talking to God and leaving it up to Him. Let go, let Him, and He'll deal with them. And guess what? And even if He put that person back in your life ever at all, it's still okay. Because sometimes some people need to be out of your life. They're only there because you keep holding them, hoping that you can see something better in them, or hoping that this relationship or friendship will get to a better place. It ain't your job to do so. Don't worry about it. When you've done all you can, you heard me say it before, and I will say it again. All you can do is stand. And that doesn't mean you have to stand with them, behind them, or beside them. You let them go on and you keep moving. Because what we do, folks, we keep moving, we keep striving, we keep pressing, we keep pushing. That's what we do to get to the winning circle. And guess what? I don't know what you might think the winning circle is, but when you get to peace, peace is priceless, baby. It's worth any lottery or anything else you can win in life. Any material thing you could ever gain will never trump peace. Know that. And this is how you gain the peace. Okay? You gain the peace by letting go of what it may cause a hindrance or interference in the peace. And whoever it may be, so be it. K Sarah Sarah. You know what I mean? So I wanted to come and talk to you about that because, sometimes you've been dealt cards in life, and just because certain people are attached to you by whatever way they're attached to you does not mean that you have to constantly put up with the nonsense. If you're giving and they receiving, but they're not giving anything in return, then you're dealing with a taker. I don't care who it is. I don't care what name, what title, who it is. If they're doing this to you and you know that you don't like what's being done and you're sitting there, and the more you cater to it, the more you try to make peace on their level, you are giving in to what you know is not set up for you. Okay. And if that's not, y'all see my glasses are fogging, guys. Look at that. Boom. I don't want y'all to see how strong my glasses is. But oh well, it is what it is. But I bet you I can see you. Ha ha. I bet you I can see your behind if you were standing right here. Anyway, at the end of the day, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth the peace. It's not worth the static in your moment of calm, serenity, peace. Peace is something you guys I already told you once. Ooh, better than an orgasm. Yes, it is. And I'm trying to tell you, anybody will tell you it's nothing better than that. But peace trump that. Hello, I can do without that and have peace all day. But when you're dealing with those type of folks that love to just keep letting you down, guess what? Either they getting a nut off of it, or some type of kudos in their own little wicked spirit, because that's the spirit of wickedness. Yes, it is. When you know you got good people in your life and you chose to treat them a certain way and put them on hold, and bypass the promises you made to them, just to what, have them in an uproar or funk or depression or sadness, whatever. That's a wicked spirit right there. If you get any joy in watching someone else be uncomfortable or sad, or disappointed in something you intentionally done, knowing that you will leave them standing there or waiting on you, you're going to pay the price for that. But guess what? You're going to pay the price for it, because nobody should have to endure that type of behavior when all they know is they've always done right by you. Okay? So that's something you're going to have to deal with. Real talk. You're gonna have to deal with it. And I'm hot, you guys, and my glasses are fogging up down here. That's what I don't like about certain glasses when they sit on my cheeks. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and talk about that because I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, wow, you gotta really accept the fact that some people, and you already know that they have a good, it's a place of, let me put it like this. I'm not gonna say, I wanna make sure I'm saying this right, guys. So if you are, and you heard me say before, if you are a person that's a light, you have a good heart, you're a good person. 9 times out of 10, you can identify good people. You know that good heart. You see the light in that person, but only they've been so tainted, so used, and so abused that they're now angry and they're cold and they're rigid and all that. But you see that little piece of light left inside of them, but they don't even see it for themselves because it's buried. It's buried so deep inside of them that they can't see nothing out of their own vision but the hurt, anger, and pain that people have caused them, or how about they cause themselves by trying to please the wrong people. Ha ha, let's do that. So you won't be on no pity pot if you are in on the audience listening and you may be wrestling with this type of spirit on your life right now. How about this? That you have been so busy trying to people please and please the wrong people, right? That you're so angry and bitter now that you're rigid and you're blinded to the fact that when something good is in your life, you don't even acknowledge it. You take advantage of it because it's nice or it's gentle or it's forgiving, and you're going to make them pay for what everybody else done to you, or how about what you allowed everyone to do to you. And now you're going to inflict that back on something who already healed past their stuff. And they only sticking around you because they just waiting to see you tap into your little bit of light that's left so that you could bring out everything they need to come out and they can see you grow. That's the only reason they really around. It's not that you benefit them much. It's not that they need you much. They just want to see your little light shine. That's what they want to do. They want to see you grow a couple of inches so they can sit back and say, wow, you did it. I'm so very proud of you. That's all they really want to do for you because there's nothing you really can do for them. And if they forgave you time after time after time, then that already tell you it's nothing you really can do for them. Trust me. They'll be okay with or without you. But we got to do something better, people. We have to do something better. And for all of my folks out there who are the ones that care enough to try to go the extra mile, overlook this, overlook that, you done that enough. You done it enough. Now it's time to take your time, take your stuff back, take what you need to take from that situation and apply it to you. And even if it was some hurt and pain in the process, take the hurt and pain and apply it to yourself as well and grow from it all. That's what you do as you walk away. And when you walk away, you don't have to walk away with hate, no anger, no wish, ill will, none of that behavior. You walk away with grace and you walk away giving thanks. Thanks first because now I see. How about that? Thanks twice because now I've learned. Thanks the third time because knowledge is everything and peace is more important to me than what you doing, and I don't have to tolerate it or put up. Thank God for wisdom. That's fourth. Okay? And once you do that, you're good. And by you not hating them, you don't have to amend to anything. You ain't got to hate nobody. Pray for them. Pray that they soon wake up and see. You know, pray that they'll wake up and see who you really was and what your intentions was. You wasn't out to hurt them. They was you already been hurt enough. I see your pain more than I see anything else. I've already identified with you. You've been hurt, you've been misused, you got trust issues, your little light is real dim, but I'm looking at your light. If I can sprinkle a little fluid on your light, help your light brighten up a little bit, then that's enough for me. I just want to see you get to that place where you can see yourself for yourself. That's about it. But I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time trying to get you to see you. Because guess what? That's just like any other person out here dealing with any other type of disease or addiction. Where you think you got it all under control. Everybody else already see your stuff way before you do. Same with hurting people. Same with being mistreated, used, and abused. Okay, you start trying to use them, abuse, and manipulate the ones who always had the best interest for you. That's because you was all affiliated with the wrong people, trying to please and be accepted in the wrong circles. And once they curry you and treat you like a turned out trick, now you want to come back and make the people who always loved you and believed in you, you want to make them feel like you want to try to turn them out to feel like a used up trick because somebody did it to you. Can't be done. It cannot and will not be done. And if you've been getting away with it, that's only because they had the patience because of the love or care they may have had for you to put up with that mess for that much time. And I'm right here to let them know they don't have to tolerate the nonsense any longer. If that's where you want to be and that's how you want to act, and you know you haven't given out nothing but, yeah, real stuff. Cause like real friends, real people that care about you is going to tell you the parts of things that you don't want to hear. They're going to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you, yeah, that's nice, it's cool, and it's not. I'm not going to tell you that looks nice if it don't. Because soon as you get out there and get laughed out and everybody talking about you, then you come after me saying, Well, whatever. No, you ask me, I'm going to tell you. So my whole thing is, folks, listen, we don't have to. Please don't waste your time doing so. And if you have gotten one inkling, one little smidgen, they said if you can have the faith, if you have enough faith, it's just enough faith, the size of a mustard seed of faith. I'm going to tell you, if you have that much of peace, just a mustard seed of peace, you are already in a wonderful place and you already know what that feel like. So guess what? Why give that to them? That little seed, come on now. It took a long time for you just to get a little seed of peace. That little mustard seed of faith. Why give it to them? They're not worth that. Because I know that one little pinch of peace feels so good. You be like, oh, I just want that all over me right now. And the only way to get it is to let them go, let God, let them, and whoever and all ever that they're into. Okay? And I know I said that, all ever, whatever, you know what I mean. Real talk. Like, let them have it. Move on. And you don't have to have the last word. You ain't got to tell them about themselves. Oh, that's effed up. That's this and that you did, whatever, whatever. They know what they did. They already know. And you know. So what's the use? Give them that. They, oh, yeah, yeah, that's cool. Now they cuss me out. They say they had to say so everything will be good. No, no, no. Enough is enough. You don't have to keep doing it. You don't have to keep dancing to the same song over and over again. Hey, in some dances you switch partners, okay? And you keep moving. That's what you do. You slide on through and you move on over. Keep it moving. You don't have to put up with it. And I just wanted to come on and just talk about that real quick. Like real talk. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe what you see. And I get it, just like in baseball. One strike, two strike, three strikes, game over. You're out. Then if that's what you have to do, one strike, two strike, three strike, fine. Do that and then be done. Strike is done. Okay? Do that for me. If you can't even do it for yourself right now, please do it for me. But if you let go and let God, then you're doing it for Him. And that's a better standpoint because I don't ever want to compete with Him. So I'm going to tell you, let go and let Him. And after a while, he'll show them who you are, and he'll start to reveal even more what you already know when it comes to them being who they are. He'll start to show you even more. And once you get to a level where he's showing you more and more, oh my goodness, you really gonna sit back and say, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I am good. I'm good. I'm glad you're doing all right. That's nice and all." And I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Love you too, babe. Take care. Don't even want to be bothered. And even though they say they've changed, they grown, guess what? Keep watching. Same way they watching you, watching you. They watching you, you be watching them too. You know? And sometimes time and space makes things great. I can say that. Time and space makes things great. When you come back on a neutral level and a more respectful level to one another, and you can respectfully sit down, have a good time, and enjoy each other's conversations or company or whatever the case may be. If not, so be it. And I'm gonna tell you again, especially when you know you've done everything you should be doing by a person. When you know you've done all that you should be doing by a person, and that's treating them with the kindness and respect and love and care that you want somebody to treat you with, that's it. You don't have to do nothing else. And you don't have to put up with anything else. You don't have to say anything else. You don't even have to accept a person back if you don't want to. But it's going your spirit gonna move how it need to move at that point. So guess what? Let go and let God. You telling them the same way you letting go and let God. Let go and let God. He's gonna open up to you. He's gonna show you so many things. And in the midst of it all, guess what? This gonna be the more you start to understand and see, the more peace gonna set in. And before you know it, you like, what? Get out of here. You'll be looking at people like, I don't know what ant crawled up your behind today, but I had nothing to do with that. Thank you. You understand? That would be me. But guys, y'all know I'm up late tonight. I really am. And I just wanted to put that out there to you. And y'all know me. I got to get ready to lay it down because I gets up early, early, early. And girl is in the trenches. Oh, girl is out there on the beat early in the morning, okay? To get mine. I ain't asking for yours. I ain't trying to finesse you. I'm doing what I got to do to stay true to me, okay? I love you guys, but real talk, pay attention. Pay attention. And I don't care who it is. I don't care what the title is. I don't care how much you love this person and you want to keep turning a blind eye to whatever it is they're doing. Guess what? If they're not honoring and respecting and giving what you're giving, in return, then it's a problem. And you may have to back off and free yourself from it. But in the midst of freeing yourself, you don't have to hate them, wish them any ill will. Just let go, let God, and keep praying for that person. Just keep praying for them. You know, pray for them that they can find some peace and they can find some freedom and know how to stand for self and not be a get with or be pressured into doing things you want. Because I don't care what you say. Older people still undergo peer pressure. Yes, they do. They get coerced into shit and be running. So and so told me to. What are you saying? Huh? So and so told you to do that. Well, they said it was. Who is they? How many? You got grown folks making decisions based on what they say. Once you get to that place where you let go and walk away from all of those things that don't benefit you, if they're not benefiting you, and when I say that, I'm not saying it in a selfish manner, but I am somewhat being selfish when it comes to if I'm putting in and you're not putting anything back, then what happens eventually? The well runs dry. The bank account goes on empty. The gas tank runs out. So before I allow anybody to do all of that, I got to pull back. Guess what? No, I can't take you uptown because my gas hands, man, it's balanced out right here to get me where I need to go for the rest of the week. So no, I can't do that. Okay, I don't have that to spare. You know, I was told if you did give out what you only give what you can stand to lose, and I don't have that to lose right now. Okay. Oh, they hurt you, and you think you gonna hurt me? I think not. Okay. Be what you need to be for self now. You done already did everything for everybody else. And half of them got you walking around here jacked up, abused, and all bruised up. And guess what? Your true self is showing to the people that's rooting for you the most, but you don't see them. You so battered and bruised that you can't even see. You can't see the good for staying so focused on the negative. Okay? So make your choice, people. Stay on the fence. And I'll give you only a few minutes on the fence because you already know who's who. And yeah, it may hurt to say, hey, that's you. And hey, that's you too. And this one over here been doing it too. And these are the people that's probably the closest ones sometimes. And hey, guess what? It is what it is. Okay? It's a do or die type situation. And either you do or you die in the process. How about that? And I choose to live today. So if that means I have to live without you, I'm going to live on without you. Hello. I love you guys. Have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Smooches. Mwah. Where's my button, guys?